So I find it pretty appropriate that the day I'm filming is the day I feel really gross and nauseous and I've thrown up already all over, which is crazy because I'm in the 3rd trimester, but I guess, I don't know, pregnancy is just delightful, am I right? No, pregnancy is really truly such a gift, and I think it's okay. It's also rough sometimes. I think it's okay to acknowledge that, and I'm here today to give you a list of resources and things I've compiled to make your pregnancy easier, like whether it's just a tip, a product, anything that has made my pregnancy just a lot better. I want to share them with you today because I love when other people share their tips for pregnancy, regardless what it is. I just enjoy the topic. So before we jump into the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. So if you haven't heard of Skillshare before, let me tell you what it is. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes for creative people like you. They are always launching new classes, anything from photography to learning how to make sourdough bread, to gardening, to how to run a profitable Etsy business or how to start a blog. So many interesting classes that are very professional. One I am enjoying right now is one by Dan Rubin called Lifestyle Photography, Everyday Storytelling in Photos and Print. It was a very short class, but super helpful because I wanted to get better at taking beautiful, candid photos, especially as I have a daughter that's growing up. I want to be able to capture her life in a beautiful way of just her doing ordinary things, and I just wanted to sharpen my photography skills, and so I'm excited about that class. I've loved what I've been learning so far, and I can't wait to watch some more. And with school starting, I know a lot of y'all are moms that watch this channel, and I thought, you know what, this would be super helpful for your children as well, especially your older kids. They do have classes for every skill level, but if your kid wanted to learn how to play a musical instrument or learn a new language, or if they're interested in photography or art, they have excellent classes that could really help not only you but your child as well, expand their education. And so I think that's really neat. What I love about Skillshare is they don't have ads. Like, unlike YouTube that has so many ads, Skillshare does not have ads, so you're able to focus and learn more efficiently. Through the month of September, they're offering a really good deal and giving the first 1,000 of my subscribers 1 month free trial instead of the normal 2 weeks. So take advantage of that. So the first 1,000 of you to click on the link and join will get 1 month free trial. And if you don't want, if you realize, you know what, this is not for me after all, you can cancel. It's free, it's not a big deal. But if you are enjoying the classes, let me know what classes you're taking. I would love to know what you're learning as well. Thank you, audience, for supporting my channel, and thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. And now, back to the topic. Let's get started. Enough rambling. Keep in mind that something that works for me will not work for everybody. And if I recommend a supplement, for example, always check with your midwife or your doctor just to make sure it's safe for you. Just because it's safe for me does not mean it's safe for you. So just, you know, be smart and double check some of the things if you're not sure. So my very first tip is to have a pregnancy related folder on your phone for all the apps that you use during pregnancy or labor, birth, that kind of thing. So some of my favorite apps I've used during pregnancy is, most people have like a baby development app in this day and age. Almost everybody has an app to know how your baby is developing during pregnancy, and even if one's for after. So basically have a folder on your phone for all the different apps, and so you don't have to be like, so they're not all scattered all over your phone, especially during labor. So some of my apps I'm going to be using for labor, things like Spotify, like a labor contraction app. I have, what else do I have? I think I have a birth affirmation app. Did I say contraction counter? I think I did. I have an app that is like a Christian birth affirmation app. It basically just reads scripture over you, soft music, that kind of thing. That's to use during pregnancy or during labor. It's just an encouraging app. I have a breastfeeding course. Actually, I will tell you 3 of my courses that I've been taking during pregnancy that I actually bought and I've been enjoying. Those are also apps, and so I can listen to them while I'm working or driving or whatever. But the 3 courses I do love so far are Built to Birth, is a birthing course, and a breastfeeding course, and I'm gonna buy a taking care of babies sleep course as well. That is very controversial. Some people love sleep training, some people don't. This one is one that is a very gentle, flexible sleep training method. It's called Taking Care of Babies. She has an incredible list of helpful things on her Instagram account, or you can follow her, I think, her blog as well. I really hope this works for me. I think it has worked for a lot of people. And like I said, it's not super rigid, it's very flexible, which is my style. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I know that I will be a better mom if my babies learn to sleep. I know I've gotten on a couple bunny trails here, but like I said, my first tip is to keep all the apps in one folder so they're easy to find, especially during labor when you don't want to be like all over your phone, like where's my music, where's my whatever you want, you know. And I think I forgot to mention that the app I love for baby development that I'm using during pregnancy, it's called What to Expect. There are so many ones out there, but I find it so interesting and fun to like read, oh, week 35, what's the baby doing this week? What's it, you know, oh, this week it can start hearing, and this week it can do this and that. So I think it's really, really fun. Anyway, moving on. And by the way, I will be doing a video entirely on birth, like prepping for birth, what has worked, whatever, that kind of thing, later on. And so I'm going to be brushing over a few of those things in this video, but I'm going to be having another video in the future where I just focus on like birth and like all that I'm doing to get ready for that. So keep on the lookout for that. Another tip I have is to register at all kinds of different places like Amazon, Walmart, Target. The reason for that is that you get, not only do you get a really good goodie bag, like you get a gift full of different things for the baby that's really fun to get. It's free if you sign up for a registry, but also you get a coupon code. So what I've done is I've just put very useful things I already have to buy on the registry, so I get that coupon. Things like Pampers, wipes, different things I already knew I needed to buy, but I got a coupon if you have a registry. So that's something to keep in mind. It's kind of fun to get the goodie bag, but it's also fun to get a big percentage off those wipes and stuff as well. And thinking about the first trimester, the first trimester is not very fun for most of us. It's really, I was absolutely more tired than I've ever been in my entire life. My newborn days are coming up, so I'm probably going to think that's the tiredest I'll ever be. But for real, I was so tired in my first trimester. Like, I've never known anything like it. Just the brain fog. Actually, all throughout my pregnancy, I've had horrible brain fog. But the tiredness, like 4 naps a day and just bone weary. So that's not really fun. And I do not even have a tip for that. Besides, take a walk or rest, or I don't know, eat healthy. I don't know what. If you have a tip on just the exhaustion of a first trimester, I think it's pretty normal, so I don't know I have no tip for that. Don't even know why I'm bringing it up. But I do have some tips for nausea and just feeling gross in your first trimester. Okay, so the best thing for me was taking Unisum and vitamin B6. I'm sure you've heard of this combination. Unisum I took at night. Actually, I would not take the vitamin B6 at night because it kept me up, but I would take the Unisum and the vitamin B6, and if I stayed on those faithfully, I did not get as sick. So some reason that's like a magic potion right there. And also every single time I would take vitamins or supplements, I would eat. It's like, I know it's so hard to eat, and dry carbs was all I could handle in the first trimester, but it's so important to do not take anything on an empty stomach, whether it even says it's okay to or not. I felt horrendous if I took anything on an empty stomach. So I would take food, vitamins, and then food again. So kind of like sandwich the vitamins between your bites of food. And I also found it super helpful not to get hungry. Like, as soon as I got hungry, I just wanted to throw up. Like, ugh, I felt so gross being hungry. So I would eat lots of small meals a day, and that is how I felt better. Like, if I would just not let myself get hungry, like, just, unfortunately, it's not a lot of healthy food in the first trimester, but it's like, it's survival at that point, and you can eat healthy later. But if you're really nauseous, just do what you can to eat and not get hungry. It's terrible because I'm sure you gain weight that way, or gain a lot of weight, but it's like, you know what, just focus on just surviving that, and then once you start feeling better, you can focus on, you know, exercising a lot more and eating really healthy for your pregnancy. I think even doctors and midwives, they've said that, they've told me that too, just like, don't worry, you can eat healthy later. Right now you're just sick and you're just trying to survive. One thing that I could handle in the mornings was like a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie with a little bit of protein powder maybe. I used to do like almond powder because it was really healthy and it had protein, but it was also tasteless. And so I'd put that in like a fruit smoothie, and some reason the smoothies went down well. It was cold and refreshing, and so that is something I would take with my supplement sometime. Also, ginger everything. Ginger chews, like those little candies. Real ginger tea, like you can buy the real ginger and make tea. Ginger essential oil, those things were so helpful for for my nausea, and especially driving. I already get really car sick super fast, and then being pregnant, driving was just, made me just feel gross. And so having those little ginger chews and just sucking on those things helped a lot. Peppermint essential oil on your tongue helps for like waves of nausea that would come. Or also, everything stinks in pregnancy. Everything stinks. Your husband stinks. I mean, not even, that's not even being stupid. Everything stinks. So having peppermint oil and just smearing it right here underneath your nose helped me survive humanity during that time. I thought that everything and everybody just stank, especially in the beginning. Oh, it's just the slightest smell just made me just want to gag, and it was just miserable. So peppermint oil underneath your nose, that way you can kind of block out all the smells. Also, if you are a coffee drinker like me, I could not stand coffee, couldn't stand the smell of it, taste of it, anything during the first couple months. And so I would just drink a lot, but I really wanted the caffeine in the morning. Like, I just needed, you're not supposed to drink a lot of caffeine, but I really wanted a little bit of caffeine. And so I would just drink black tea. I mean, so much black tea in the morning. Not like so much, but like black tea somehow just went down a whole lot better than caffeine than coffee. So that's something you can consider if you just really miss coffee, want a hot drink black tea. Another thing I cannot say enough about is magnesium. You can do the Calm Magnesium, or I do the Calm Magnesium, and I also do the BioCleanse Magnesium from Plexus brand. Anyway, the magnesium is supposed to be super good for actually helping with nausea during pregnancy as well. Even before you get pregnant, I think it's supposed to be helping you. Magnesium helps you not get nauseous during pregnancy or as sick, and also definitely helps you sleep better at night. So I take some every single night, and when I miss it, I can tell a huge difference. Like the other day I ran out for a couple days and I forgot about getting some more. I could tell, it was crazy. I was like, why am I felt so much more stressed. So magnesium helps with stress. I did not sleep as good, and I was just like, okay, what am I forgetting? And then I remembered it was my magnesium. And also I started getting constipated, which definitely, magnesium is definitely good for constipation as well. So there's a bunch of different things magnesium is good for in pregnancy. So make sure you take magnesium. Like I said, I cannot recommend it enough. Another thing that helped me was chewing big red gum. It is not good for you, but like chewing gum, like that big red, that old-fashioned gum. Whenever I was feeling nauseous, and peppermint gum sometimes it just didn't work as good. So I would just chew that gum, and somehow it helps a little bit with nausea. So moving on from feeling sick in the first trimester, if you have a problem with varicose veins, or even if your legs and feet just hurt, one thing I have found so helpful is this product, or this vitamins, I don't even know what's in it, called Leg Vein. I'll link these things down below. Hopefully I remember all of them. But anyway, the leg vein stuff, it's not even expensive, but honestly it helped so much with varicose veins. And even if you don't have varicose veins, like I said, your feet just hurt, I can tell the biggest difference if I forget to take some during the day. My feet just ache. They just ache so bad. And so this leg vein, I cannot say enough good things about it. Also, if you have varicose veins, taking vitamin E with is it selenium? I don't even know how to say it. Selenium is really good for your veins as well. I just have a little problem with varicose veins. My family does. My mom, my sisters have it. And so I know I'm probably going to get worse with each pregnancy. But I kind of wanted to be proactive with taking supplements and also wearing compression hose before they just get bad. Like, why wait till it gets really bad, right? I would highly recommend not doing the knee-high ones, just because they can make your veins around behind your knee like so much worse. Like, oh, they'll just bulge out there. My mom did that and she regrets that so bad. So do not do the knee-high ones. You can either do the thigh-high compression hose. You can get a medical prescription if your doctor thinks they're really bad. Or even if they're not, you can still get a prescription from your doctor, but you can also find them on Amazon too. I'll try to link one down below, but for the knee-high one, the thigh-high ones are recommended unless you have like vaginal varicose veins, then you're not going to want to do those. You're going to want to do the ones that come all the way up. Those are hot. They're so hot. Well, they're all very hot and uncomfortable kind of. But I think the more you pay for them, the more like the softer the fabric is and not quite so miserable and hot. Like they'll probably still be hot, but not quite as itchy maybe. So definitely get a good brand if you suffer from this. Don't go cheap. Get a good brand. And also putting them on first thing in the morning before you even get out of bed. It will bring so much relief to your poor legs. It will help you so much. And taking lots of vitamin C, drinking lots of water, and putting your feet up whenever you sit down. Here I am not following my own advice, but I actually was starting to feel it in my legs already. So just keeping your feet up every time you sit down, and try not to stand all day in one place or whatever. But I do know that depends on your job. That can be very hard to do, just to stand all day. But when you can, sit and put your feet up, like elevate your feet. That will help so much with veins and just feeling achy and gross. They also make these maternity and postpartum bloomers. I can try to link them down below. They're actually kind of cute, but they just bring support even for your lower back. You can use them actually after you're pregnant as well, just to kind of keep things all tucked in. They're also supposed to help with like veins as well, like the pelvic varicose veins. Helps with the pressure and supports your belly, your back, all of that. So I'll link those down below. They're actually, like I said, they're kind of cute, but they just feel good. Like they just feel really good. And one other tip I have for general like achiness and pain in pregnancy, obviously I'm not taking any painkillers while I'm pregnant, and I get a lot of headaches. So I take turmeric, which is supposed to be really good for inflammation, achiness, pain. So taking turmeric, I take a lot of turmeric, and it's natural and it's way better for you than any painkiller. And so that's something I recommend as well. One more thing with the compression socks is I also have these compression like ankle socks. They're just like my toes stick out and it just goes up to my ankle, and they're not necessarily for pregnancy, but I found them to be they feel really good on my feet. When I'm on my feet all day, I don't go without them. They're terribly ugly, but they feel really good. I'll link those down below too. And hopefully you can find those things helpful. I'm not getting a commission off of any of those things, but I just wanted to share them with you. Another thing I love for pregnancy, and it's totally worth the money, is a pregnancy pillow. Hold up, I got it right here. Oh, God bless this thing. God bless this thing. No, but for real, I would marry it if I could. Actually, I would say I used to want to marry it. I am so pregnant now that it's not as comfortable as it was. Let me just say, this thing helps so much with getting comfortable at night. But I will say, one thing I do differently is this is supposed to be the head. Like you're supposed to sleep here, and then like you can lay on your side and have this support your back, and you can like put your leg over this side or whatever, however you want to do it. But this is supposed to be like the pillow side of it, and that's not how I use it. I do the exact opposite. I do the end. Hold up, this thing is huge. It takes up all the room in the bed, seriously. But I do my own pillow at the end. I do my own pillow at the end, and then, because I don't know, I just felt like it was a little too high. Like this side of it, the other side of it was like a little bit too high or something. So I do my own pillow, and then I just sleep in between this thing right here. It's the best invention ever. No, but for real, I especially a couple months ago, like I got it when I was pretty early on, but I found it to be so helpful with sleeping. So yeah, I love this pillow. I highly recommend it. I got mine used at like a really nice consignment store. I don't even know what brand it is, but there are all kinds out there. Anyway, I love it, and it is such a huge beast on my bed. Takes up so much of the room. You can imagine how much my husband loves it there. But I do find it worth it, and I can just pass it on to a friend after I'm done with it, or store it somewhere. I don't know. The storing of it is what made me hesitate to buy it initially, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to store this big thing. But I can just get rid of it afterwards, or try to find a good place to store it. I don't know, maybe vacuum pack it. Oh, that's actually a good idea because it would make it a lot smaller. I might have to do that. Okay, so this video is getting really, really long, but my last tip is to go get a massage and go to the chiropractor regularly. So whenever I go and book a massage, I feel so guilty because I'm like, oh, this is money. Oh, I just hate spending the money for this. But then when I go to a good massage therapist and she helps my sciatic nerve pain, I am just not near as tense afterwards. Yeah, like I said, it helps so much with my pain and it helps with my stress. Like I just am like, okay, that was worth every single penny. That was amazing. I loved it. Just helped my back, everything like that. So if you can find a good massage therapist, treat yourself and go get a massage. And also with the chiropractor treatments, I am starting to get one every week until the baby's here, like starting this week. It's supposed to help you have a much smoother labor and delivery, and it's just supposed to align your, it's supposed to just get your body into the optimal alignment for birth and help labor so much, and also just your pain management now. So go get treatment. I know that some chiropractors are kind of known to be a little bit weird, or whatever the word is, but I have a good chiropractor around here, so very grateful. And I just think that, I don't know, it's worth the money. Have my hips aligned, because my hip will just pop out of place all the time now, and so just going to the chiropractor helps that so much, that pain, and like I said, helps my body hopefully have a smoother labor. So let's hope that works. And that's it for this video. I hope that was helpful to you. Like I said, there is another video coming on soon, hopefully, if I can get it done. So stay tuned. I'm also hoping to do a video on postpartum as well, so it's kind of like a 1 in 3 video here. I hope that you share this video with a friend that you think would enjoy it, and comment down below any tip or anything that I missed. I didn't even cover near everything that I thought of, even just because I'm like, this video is getting so long. So I really am going to pray that if you are pregnant, that you have a beautiful and safe delivery, and that all will go well. And yeah, also you can follow me on Instagram if you want to, at raquel.whitmer. I share a lot more, almost daily, not daily, but often, way more than I do on YouTube. So if you want to see just anything else about my life or whatever, tips, whatever I do on Instagram, you are welcome to follow me there. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Want to see my belly? You want to see it? Can we all appreciate my veil and my hair that got all crazy at some point during this video? I don't even know when. And I'm not about to do this video all over again, so please enjoy.